Hey guys, John Lemme here, the founder of Conservative Business Journal and host of the CBJ Real News Podcast Show. And I'm excited to bring to you a very, very special interview. Now, I've interviewed some of the greatest conservative influencers, authors, speakers in the industry today. As you guys know, we've been doing this for years. They haven't just not been doing this for 6 months or 8 months. That's why we're one of the most censored, banned voices out there today. I appreciate you guys sharing, especially this episode. Definitely share this on Rumble. Definitely share it on Telegram and share it for those of you on BitChute and YouTube. Share this episode because I'm going to now bring on the show. I interviewed an 11-year young billionaire to be. As you see, that's the title of tonight's episode. Is 11-year-old future billionaire interviews John Lemme on how to succeed. At Brad Barton's We the People reunion on the weekend of September 10th, September 11th in Kentucky, I met this young man and his mom, and after he saw me speak, he asked his mom, "Can I interview John Lemme on how to be successful?" So, guys, get ready for what I believe is going to be a game-changing interview for all of you, and really, really sit down, take some notes, learn from this. Here we go. Enjoy.
Mr. Lemme, for one and two kids out there who don't know you, can you tell them who you are and what you do?
First off, I am honored. It's an honor to be on your $1 billion podcast show.
We are?
And this is a young man. Your name is Archer, correct?
Yes.
You're 11 years young?
Mm-hmm.
As you're looking at why we do what we do, this young man is going to be a multi-billionaire.
I am?
Yeah, absolutely. God only births champions. You are a champion. Your mom is incredible. She's behind the scenes. You're recording us, and you know what I do for a living is I write, I teach, I inspire, and I let God's gift come through to me. So I give people the ability to learn. You know, and in life, when you stop learning, you die. Because you know what's inside the word learn?
What?
How do you spell learn?
Learn.
So when you take the letter L away from learn, what do you have?
Earn.
Say it again.
Earn.
The more you learn, the more you
Earn.
Once you stop learning, you stop
Earn.
earning. You always have to learn because the most valuable asset you have is your mind. And you have to, M-I-N-E, mine your gold mine. God creates all of us as champions. And it's so important. So what I do is in my life, I was actually a clinically diagnosed stutterer. At your age, I couldn't say my name. At the age of 4, my mom and dad brought I was born in Yonkers, New York. You hear my New York accent. I was born in New York. You even hear me stammer as I relive the story. I come from a very large Italian family. For Italians, as you grow up, you get crazy Italians, they're loud, and there's a zillion of them. And my parents at the age of 4 identified I wasn't speaking. So they assumed I couldn't hear. They took me to a local hospital. I was 4 years of age. And it was a cherry mahogany table. I still can almost smell the wood from the table. And they asked me, they put these big headphones, kind of earmuff looking headphones on me. And they said, every time you hear a whistling sound, you tap on the table, John. And I tapped on the table every time I heard it. After 30 minutes, they came back to me and said, Mr. Lemme, your son doesn't have a hearing problem, he has a speech impediment. And they put me into reading class. When I was your age, 11 years of age, I was actually going to New York School for the Deaf for reading. And I couldn't speak. And even as I relive it, you even hear me almost stammer and stutter. So I went to 14 years. I actually went to speech class for 14 years, reading classes. But God had greatness in me, like His greatness in you. He knew once I overcame my fear, and the fear of communicating, the fear of believing in yourself, the fear of believing to start a business as an entrepreneur. So by the age of 24, and my story coming from a full-blooded Italian family, I was the first one to get a college degree. And I actually graduated with the opportunity to get a scholarship to get a master's in business, but I chose to go and work back with my family. But at the age of 24, I got introduced to reading books that developed my mind. And I started to learn about myself. I created confidence. And I overcame stuttering and stammering, and I knew, then I built a very successful business from age 24 to age 30, did very well. But I found my why. I talk about that in all my books, my purpose, my reason. And I started to teach people success principles. And there's motivation and there's marketing. Say it with me. See, motivation.
Motivation.
And marketing.
Marketing.
You see, when you have the right motives, the right reasons why you're doing something, when your heart is right, God will bless your business. So that's why when you earn income, you have a right to earn income based upon your motives. So I became successful in business, and actually my first thing I did is I went to the local schools and I said, it was actually your age group, I said, you have young men, young ladies between the age of 10 and 15 that are in your speech impediment, stuttering, stammering, learning disability classes. And I would go and sit down with them like this. And I'd converse about how I tell my story, they relate to it, and they ask me how I overcame it. I said, I still have to believe in myself. So what I do is I start to write books about success. I've written 20 books, and I've been on a zillion podcasts, but this is my favorite episode. I'm humbled to say my wife and I travel the whole world teaching and learning. And so what I do is I educate people on how great they are.
Wow, that's cool. Our second question is, as a very successful business coach, do you have a real life superhero, and why do you admire this person?
Jesus Christ. Because he took a beating for all of us. He took a battle. They persecuted him, crucified him, and he rose from the dead and took him out. That's my superhero.
Wow.
And then second beyond that is my grandfather, then my dad, my family.
That's incredible. As our third question, what does it feel like to be a leader, and have people looking up to you?
It's a responsibility, but as I said from stage yesterday when I was speaking, everyone sitting there is a big name speaker. You're a leader. Because leaders are moving forward in life. And leadership's a responsibility, and God will test you. And one of my quotes is, when God can trust you privately, he'll promote you publicly. And I challenge all of you, as young people, make sure your heart's right. Make sure when no one's looking, what are you doing? See, commitment is proven when no one else is around. Everybody can be a hot shot out there, but when no one's looking, what are you doing? How are you treating your family? As a man, how are you treating ladies? Respect them, opening the door, being nice to them. When no one's looking, how are you treating people? That's leadership. I wrote a whole book about leadership, and I talk about leadership as extreme commitment to make a difference in one person. I can be speaking to one person, I can be speaking to 100,000, but that's 100,001 individuals. So it's important to treat everyone with respect.
That's so cool. So you brought two special things other than your book. Can you tell us what they are and what they're for?
Swords. There's plastic swords, obviously. But in the Bible, there's a great story of David and Goliath. And in the story, David, who was in the background, no one looked at him as someone that was a leader. No one looked at him. He was a shepherd boy just hanging out in the field. But there was an enemy called Goliath that for 40 days he was just taunting, and he was aggravating, he was annoying, he was intimidating everyone in his quote-unquote village. And he made a decision. He walked out from the field and he said, enough is enough. And he took a slingshot, one rock, hit Goliath and dropped him. But he took it one step further. He took a sword at that point, and he literally just, in the Bible it says this, cut his head off and brought it back to the other annoying giants and said, this is what I'm going to do to all of you. It's a forewarning of evil people need to be eliminated. I'm not saying to cut someone's head off with a sword. I'm just reaffirming a biblical story. And I share a lot of that when I speak because David had to confront the enemy. David had to cross the line. David had to take what he knew was right. So the whole message of the story is that we're in a sword yielding season, where we have to yield our sword and utilize it to eliminate the enemy, not physically take a sword and decapitate someone, but with our words. Now the word sword is S-W-O-R-D, correct? So if I take the word word and I put the letter S on the end of word, what do you have?
Sword.
Take the word word, W-O-R-D, and then take the letter S, put it at the end of word.
Words.
Words. Every word you say can eliminate the enemy. So your words are swords.
Wow.
The words are swords. Every time you speak to someone. And that's how God used me in my season, because I couldn't speak, I couldn't say. And God had to find how to forge me as a communicator. If you notice too, when I'm speaking, you don't hear or well. When people say or well a lot, they're trying to think what they're going to say. They're not overflowing with wisdom. I never wrote a book. I never spoke until I was qualified to teach. That's what, a little side note too, a lot of speakers, I want to be a speaker. Nobody wants to be a speaker. God gives you a message to teach.
Wow, that's so cool. Can we buy your books and materials?
I appreciate the question. That's marketing. I appreciate that. You guys can visit my main website, Conservative Business Journal, conservativebusinessjournal.com, and you'll see up on one of the menu bars. And whenever you're doing an interview, you want to give people specific directions, because most adults don't pay attention; they're distracted. So when you visit and you see not if, I never use the word if, and in my book I talk about that. I'm going to bless you with one of my books. Signed to you, when you make your first billion, just give me 10%, all right?
Okay.
So when you visit, see, if is a word of fear, if is a word of indecision. If. See, if stands for instant fear. Well, if you want to buy the product. When you visit conservativebusinessjournal.com, what you want to do is visit the menu bar on top. It says store. Click on store and invest in many copies of my books, and we have numerous other products and services. But I want you to unpack those words I used. You see, when you visit, you want to. See, there's want versus need. Need is a word no one wants to admit to. Can I teach a little bit on that for a second for the young generation? The word need means like someone that wants to get, someone that's a little overweight. They say, it looks like you need to lose weight. No, I don't. They resist change. Do you want to be healthy? Who doesn't want to be healthy? See what we just did in marketing? And I talk about that in my book. We changed the direction of words. That's how God used me in my life. I couldn't speak for so many years, so I studied. I've written 20 books. Every morning I wake up, I go to the gym, the fitness center, I work out every day. I've read every one of my books in the gym.
Wow.
And I write every day. I say, God, give me more wisdom. Give me wisdom through that pen. I take notes. And then I learn, and that's how I've written all my books. But that's where people can invest. And I use the word invest, not buy. You can invest in my products and services when you visit my website. Because invest means, remember the lesson earlier? When you invest, you earn a return.
Wow. Now, lastly, what is the number one thing you wish all lads learn before they turn 18?
All kids need to respect the family, respect the country, and keep learning and dream big. And success is the culmination of successes and mistakes. And I always teach, a mistake made once is human, a mistake made twice is ego. Don't try to force an excuse. Apologize. You make a mistake, you move on in life, and you learn. You have to learn. A mistake is a learning opportunity.
Thank you so much for your time, and this has been a Kids Podcast.
Thank you. It's an honor.
I'll tell you guys, even as I rewatched that, just to see that young man make a decision to interview me, that's the next generation. That's what we fight for. That's what we fight for peacefully, but that's what we stand by faith for, and that's why we step out. That's why we do what we do here, and all the censorship and all the banning. For those of you that have not seen this video, I released this at the event this weekend, the Patriots Arise event, hosted by our great friends, great fellow warrior friends, Alan and Francine Fosdick, who will be here at our January 7th, January 8th, 2022, We the People Fight Back event, along with Brad Barton, Professor Toto, Tom Homan, Dr. Betsy, Dr. Krista, Pastor Stacy Shiflett, Dr. Paul Williams, Alfie Oakes, Martha Avila. It's going to be an outstanding event. It's going to be just a tremendous event. Dr. Lena Lee Tarver, who delivered a powerful message, Are You Battle Ready? She's going to deliver. I asked her to deliver that similar message at our event to kick off the year 2022. And then Sabine, our great friend and angel mom, who's getting stronger and stronger out there, and Frank Valentine, who also spoke up there, was awesome. Francine saw Frank speak at our event. She asked him to speak up there. And then Keith and Dominique from Florida Citizens Alliance, and Jeff Preston, professional illustrator, Navy veteran, Maurice, incredible entertainer and singer, just phenomenal. And once again, and Karen Kingston, close to 100,000 views of her podcast show on my Rumble channel. Well over 250,000 downloads of a podcast on the audio podcast platform. Why am I sharing that for all of you? You want to make sure you're around the right people that empower you and encourage you to fight back. So make sure you guys are here January 7th, January 8th, We the People Fight Back event.com. You can actually use the coupon code CBJ for an instant $100 savings off the investment you make to attend. Our events, as you know, are top shelf, 5-star, incredible. Now, I want to show the video that we showed this weekend at the Patriots Arise event, and it kind of lays out where we are censorship-wise. It lays everything out where we're at, and literally what's going on with us. And then I'm going to share a little bit. And I believe this is a great episode to share, get out to everyone you know, because you have an 11-year-old future billionaire interviews me how to succeed. I believe many of you want to rewatch it yourself too and ask yourself, Am I learning? Am I reading? Am I focused? Am I committed? So here we go. Enjoy this. Enjoy the new video that we released about censorship and banning. And guys, that is a fact. We will never back down. We will never cower whenever we'll back down. We're one of the most censored and banned voices in the conservative movement today. Why? Because we share the real news. You know, it's literally with this week is going to be the one year anniversary of the election being stolen. Look what's going on since this fake administration took over a little bit of control in America. It is a debacle. And I want to thank all of you because you can see this past weekend at the Patriots Arise event, I did a message called Big Problem, Big Opportunity. I talked about how big demonic problems can create big godly opportunities. And through this, we released the conservative marketplace. And it is taken off. And I want to thank all of you that are supporting all the vendors and the entrepreneurs that have the products and services in there. Make sure you guys visit conservativemarketplace.com, conservativemarketplace.com, and take a look around. You know, we just introduced children's books written by the great Professor Toto, and you go into categories and you take a look. We have air purifiers. We have Dr. Brian Artist Labs, vitamins and supplements. We have artwork from Jeff Preston and Kathy Fredericks. We have beauty and skincare by Latasha. We have books and ebooks, my books in there, and we have coffee, beverage, and snacks. We have a conservative business journal, attire, gear, and swagwear. We have our awesome cups here, and we have all the swagwear, the shirts, the hats. We have all of our products. You can see a category there. We have Dr. Chris's recommended health supplements. We have a Faith Stands in Fear on apparel and more. We have our patriotic hats, and we sold out this weekend of the We the People or Pissed hats with the new oak camouflage, which is, let me give you which is brand new that came in. It is the black oak camo that blew out. Why am I saying all this? Big problem, big opportunity. So it's very powerful. And then take a look at also where we also have some new jewelry and accessories. We got some new pins in. We have all of my artwork and quote cards. We have a Let's Go Brandon. We got a new Let's Go Brandon hat, stickers and magnets and men's accessories and MyPillow discount codes. And obviously, I know many of you patronize MyPillow. MyPillow, appreciate when you guys do go there to use promo code CBJ at mypillow.com. And then We the People attire, gear, and swag. Take a look at that. And I'm saying all this because big problem, big opportunity. See, we were massively censored and suppressed. I want to thank all of you that follow us on Telegram, and please do at CBJ Real News, and on Rumble at CBJ Real News. That's our channel, and share the episodes. And I want to thank all of you that are subscribed on our free app on our podcast. And the way you do that is wherever you listen to your favorite podcast, just search Conservative Business Journal, and then subscribe for free. Get the app, and we have a search feature. And put in all of the last names of all of our guests, and they will come up. You listen to them, you enjoy them. But I laugh at the censorship because if what we were sharing was not the truth, Why would we be censored? I want to say it again as we conclude. Why would we be censored if we weren't sharing the truth? They're so scared and frightened that if what we share gets out, the election was stolen, it will be overturned. The biggest threat in America right now is the tsunami of illegal aliens. And then abortion, we're conservative, we're very pro-life. Martha Avila, who President Trump brought out to the White House, who saved 60,000 babies, will be one of our keynote featured speakers coming up. Once again, at We the People Fight Back event that's coming up January 7th, January 8th. We're famous. We limit it to just 200 people. I think there's 128 tickets spoken for, so it will sell out way in advance. So make sure you do visit We the People Fightbackevent.com. Use promo code CBJ for $100 instant savings, or you can call or text us anytime at 561-847-3467, 561-847-3467. And just text or call in and just say event and secure your ticket for you, your friends, your family members, your like-minded patriots. And we are in a fight for faith. We're in a fight for belief. We're in a fight for capitalism. It is right now. It is right now. Communism versus capitalism. That is just a fact. And I've been teaching that. My book is titled Making Capitalism Great Again. Little did I know when God gave me the vision for that book about a year and a half ago, that's the war we'd be in right now. But just as the eagle soars, you can see here on my desk, obviously all of you know we love the eagle. Make sure you take a look at the We the People pin that is in the store. It is now our top seller. When you go on the jewelry and accessories, you will see there is a We the People lapel pin. It's only $10, free shipping and handling, and it has an eagle above the flag and above the We the People, a kind of constitutional scroll. It is phenomenal. And then we got our patriotic Trump lapel pin, completely sold out this weekend at the event. It's only $10, free shipping. It blew out. It was a brand new item that we had for display up at the Patriots Arise event, and that blew out. So make sure you visit, once again, conservativemarketplace.com, categories, jewelry and accessories. And this is how we cancel the cancel culture, is we don't cower. We don't back down. And even as I reviewed this show tonight and had the opportunity to sit with that 11-year young man, and he asked me questions on how to succeed. It is so, so important, guys. Rewatch this, share this. I appreciate you guys following and supporting. We could not do this without you. They want to kill our business. They want to shut our voices. They want to shut us down. And ultimately, make sure you are in our email database. For more real news by email, visit conservativebusinessjournal.com. conservativebusinessjournal.com, and then simply just put in for more real news. Just submit your email, and every morning 11 a.m. we send out some great writings. We got some great articles we published today on the Conservative Business Journal that we sent out by email 11 a.m. And with that said, guys, good night. God bless. Whatever we could do for you, we are here for you. Feel free to call or text anytime. 561-847-3467. And just to conclude, I do want to show the Conservative Marketplace commercial because it's awesome. And it's all about the supporters. I mean, all of you, every single product and service in there is independently provided by a like-minded fellow business person, entrepreneur, patriot like yourself. Support them. Show support. Here we go. And guys, even as I watched that, big problem, big opportunity. Or, you know, a year ago, we'd be live. It could be 2, 3 in the morning, 3 in the afternoon. We have an average of 30 to 50,000 people live. Right now, they're so scared because of the truth we share, but we ain't backing down. Thank all of you for supporting and sharing. Make sure you guys do share this episode. Obviously, the core of this episode was the young man interviewing me. That was at Brad Barton's event and We the People reunion, September 10th, September 11th in Kentucky. So that was the bulk of this show tonight. So watch that, share it, and I appreciate you guys following and doing what you do, supporting us, whatever we could do for you. And make sure also when you go to conservativebusinessjournal.com, you take a look at where you can see John live. I have many speaking engagements coming up all across the country. So make sure you share. We have a great event coming up here September 13th with Dr. Betsy in Sanford, Florida. We'll be in Sandusky, Ohio, November 20th. We will be in, let me just share right now because I made a note for myself to get more of a habit of sharing with you where we will be. November 9th, I will be at the Trumpsters Tuesday Therapy Group in Jupiter, Florida. And then November 10th, I will be at Kings Point Republican Club in Tamarack, Florida. November 13th, Grassroots for America event, Sanford, Florida. November 16th, Martin County Tea Party in Stewart, Florida. November 20th in Sandusky, Ohio. December 2nd to the 5th, Doug Billings. Doug Billings will also be speaking at our We the People Fight Back event. And also Ann Vandersteer will be speaking also at our event, and the Mama Bears. So we got a packed house coming up at the We the People Fight Back event in January 7th and January 8th, 2022. So with that said, guys, good night. God bless you. Good morning. Good day. Thank you very much. You're awesome. This is John Lemme, the founder of Conservative Business Journal and the host of the CBJ Real News Podcast Show. Thank you for listening, sharing, subscribing, and being part of what we do here to keep America great and protect us from radical communism. Good night. God bless. Thank you.